Wright. This is Reality Check with Rios, episode number 7. We got somebody here that's very near and dear to my heart, near and dear to my family. Dorell Wright, NBA champion. Let's go.
Yes, sir, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate you, big dog.
Straight like that.
What's new? What's going on with you right now, man?
Man, I'm just grinding, dude.
What's the latest and greatest going on?
Latest and greatest right now? Well, I'm working with a brand strategy company.
Okay.
Being a consultant, basically helping guys transition out of the league. So kind of identifying the guys that's almost ready to retire.
That's dope.
Yeah, to help these guys get into things that they enjoy, they love. So, they're not trying to figure it out once they retire, because we all know once you retire, it's pretty hard.
It's a whole different life.
It's a whole different life. So grinding with that, I'm still doing the analyst work with NBC Sports Bay Area with the Warriors, pre and post game. So I'm going into my 5th year on TV.
Damn near a veteran now doing
Man,
that.
You feel me? I'm a vet now. That shit's
5
crazy.
years in is veteran. Like, nigga, that's a long time.
No, for
People
sure.
bounce before that. Like, nah, they didn't work out.
Yeah, no, for sure. So it just lets you know that, I'm still striving. I'm getting better. The Warrior fan base is just amazing. They support me. NBC Sports Bay Area has been amazing as well. So
you got that unconditional love, though.
Yeah.
Like, so you got the support across the board. You got it in Miami. You got it in the Bay. You got it in LA. And what do you attribute that to? I think I know what it is, but what do you attribute it to?
I think it's just being solid.
Okay.
And being a man of your word, being available too. I think that's the biggest thing. I've always been available for my friends, for my community, for my family.
Exactly.
And just being somebody that can be depended on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of really gave me the love everywhere I go. It's just being available, giving my time up, and not big time in nobody, understanding to stay humble, even though all the success I've had in my life is just stay solid.
Stay solid. And that's a good one, because stay solid. And like, growing up, the older man was always like, all you got is your word.
Yep, facts. Yeah.
And I didn't understand it really as a kid.
Mhm.
Like, all you got is your word, until you deal with somebody who has no word.
Yeah, oh, God.
Like, you understand that shit quickly, like, oh, this is what they talking about not to be. This nigga's word don't mean shit.
Nothing.
And I don't want that person around me. Or you talked about being not big time in people, not being bigger than the program. When I first met you, I think it was Ayana. Me and Ayana weren't married yet. We had, she was coming to visit Mia. Shout out Mia, most wonderful woman. It might have been in the marina, but she was like, oh, we're going to visit Mia and her husband, Dorell, NBA star. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, God damn it. Like, it come with some, I don't want to say it come with some pressure, but being from, like, Long Beach, there's a nigga from LA that's in the NBA, young nigga that went straight to, like, oh, niggas. It's niggas that's gonna be there.
Yeah.
The niggas gonna be digging it up.
Yeah,
And I'm like, okay, let me get my shit together. Let me talk. And so, but to my surprise, if she didn't tell me that you were in the NBA or that you were this and that, you didn't give off that energy like, nigga, I got this, nigga, I'm cracking like this. It was just like, hey, what's up, man? Like, hey, I'm Dorell, D Wright. But everybody that was around you was of that same energy.
Yep,
you know what I mean? And it was like, okay, this dude is humble. He knows his position, but also he's surrounding himself with like similar energy brothers.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so was that your crew, your circle, your brothers that you keep close to you? Is that your brothers that you came up with?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody you see around me is people I've grown up with. One thing I've been blessed with, I played sports, all 3 sports. I played baseball, basketball, football. Played at Inglewood, Pop Warner.
Right.
Played at St. Andrews. Played at Holly Park.
Oh, you was everywhere.
That's 3 different hoods.
3 different hoods.
sections.
That's what the...
So I know everybody, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people you see.
That's the trip about LA.
Yeah.
Like, you jump here, you in 3 completely different sections.
And then high school, middle school, elementary. So all these people are people that, I've been knowing since a kid, man.
Right.
And you want to keep the people that you can trust, the people that's going to respect you, and the people around you. So
right.
A lot of the people you see around me are just people that I've grown up with.
Right. And then also keeping your protectors around you as well. Like, that, I think a lot of these, I'm just to say NBA stars, you're an NBA star, I don't, but NBA stars, football stars, it could be any kind of star of any kind of celebrity level of fame, top tier. They are not keeping the right circle around them.
No.
The hedge of protection. The people that's like, nigga, sit down.
All right.
Like,
yeah, hold you
sit
accountable.
down, nigga. You good. Sit there. I got this. This is going on. We're here for a reason. You know what I mean? And like to be such a young cat in the NBA, you straight out of high school.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Was that something that you were like conscious of, or is that something that just organically natural, like your boys was just like, nah, nigga, like shit that goes up is us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was always a understanding.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And you know, my mom and dad play a big role in that, of picking your friends, and it's okay. Some of your friends gonna be on BS, some of your friends gonna be, you know, walking straight line, but you gotta know when I'm cool on this one.
Right.
You know, I'm sitting this one out.
Right.
They call you a buster or whatever. It is what it is. I know when, you know, this dude got in trouble or got into this mess, my name not coming up in that. So I think just having, you know, the right people that understand, that's gonna hold you accountable, people that's not gonna always say yes to you.
Exactly.
Like a lot of these dudes get these business managers, these homies, and all these people that just they're fans of their homie.
Exactly.
Instead of being a friend to their homie.
Yeah.
And then they're not holding them accountable when they tripping. You know what I mean? That's why you see guys get in a mix and get caught up with different situations, because they never had that guy be like, yo, you on BS right now.
Exactly. Because they don't want to, the niggas that's around, they don't want to rock the boat.
Nope.
Because they see the cash flow coming in, like maybe if I say something, it's going to affect my position.
No, facts.
When that's them putting themselves before they homie.
Yep, I agree.
You putting yourself before your homie, you more worried about your position than him being able to maintain the greatness that he's got going on.
Exactly, man.
That's dope, man, because I noticed that off the bat, and that's from the first time I met you. I was like, damn. And I was like, just being like, not cautious, but, you know, just being from the streets, you be aware, like, let me make sure I'm aware of my surroundings.
Yep.
And I totally had it wrong. And I was like, damn, this is a cool-ass nigga. And then from there, always seeing you, multiple times we've seen each other and been around each other, but in the beginning, it was always at charity events.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You were the one person, and then shout out my cousin, my family member, AJ Diggs.
Yep.
AJ knew you. You know what I mean? I didn't know that AJ knew, like, I was on the wrong side, right?
Yeah.
But like, just when I opened my eyes, just seeing like, oh shit, AJ doing his training and this and that, he fuck with Dorell. Every time, I think it was every summer, you would do your charity event. Some of them would be baseball events. Some of them would be giveaways.
Yep. Skating.
The skating night. Thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, nigga, who raised this nigga, man?
I appreciate that.
Who raised this nigga?
Yeah, where did you get this?
Where did he get this shit from? Like, he's thinking about shit beyond himself.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate and respect that about you. So going from high school into the NBA, it by itself is a transition.
Yeah, it is.
It's a hell of a transition. Then you got the money.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the fame. Then you got the people wanting to be around you.
Yep.
Who did you like look to, or who did you lock base with that was like, nigga, how do we do this? How does this done?
My three guys that I can name, and that was D-Wade,
of course,
Udonis Haslem, and Quentin Richardson.
Solid ass niggas.
Solid dudes. A1. These are still my closest friends to this day.
Right.
You know, we all were young. You know, they were a few years older than me, going to college and all that stuff. So they had me by a few years, but I was 1 year behind them in draft status.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So they only had 1 year in the lead on me. So but we're peers. And they kind of showed me, you know, how to carry myself, how to navigate being an NBA player. I used to be a bonehead. I used to do dumb shit. You know what I mean?
Nigga, you was 18.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of dumb, silly shit. And they used to always have to pull me back, like, bro, you don't do it like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do this, do it like this. It's how you carry yourself. So I really give those three dudes a lot of credit for just really helping me navigate, showing me the fence, you know, and just showing me the NBA lifestyle and how to do it the right way.
Right.
Like, you can, you know, do your thing, but you ain't got to be, everybody ain't got to know what you want.
Exactly.
So they definitely helped me with a lot of that, just navigating and being an NBA player.
NBA player, because you're living a lifestyle less than 0.5, less than 0.1% of the population of the world gets to live.
Man, it's crazy.
Like, you're under the microscope completely. And I'm just like, damn. It's rough for people to do that as grown, mature men.
Yep.
But to go from like a high school games, this and that, like just cheerleaders and this and just your local city stuff, just going and then going to like, and then damn, not even just a regular ass team.
Yeah.
Going to Miami Heat.
Miami, cracking.
Nigga, I had my bachelor party in Miami.
Yeah.
I ain't never been back.
That's crazy.
Why is like, yeah, that's over. Nigga, I went one
That's a couple
time.
trip. That's funny.
I went one time,
Yep.
enjoyed myself, and I was like, yep, that's enough.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's not a place for me.
Yeah.
Like, I can't survive family and being this way there. How did you do it?
Man.
How did you do it?
So I'm just a quick story on draft day. I'm sitting there with my family in my living room, and my agent, he working the phone, walking back and forth, pacing. You know, I'm just waiting for my name to be called. And it was like the 17th pick. I was a 19th pick. It was the 17th pick. And my agent's like, yo, Miami just called. They want to know if you can handle Miami. I'm looking at him, not knowing nothing about Miami. Because when you go do these workouts, you go from the airport to the hotel to the gym, back to the hotel to the airport.
Strictly business.
Yeah, you don't know nothing. You don't see nothing unless you explore, visit. So I'm like, what? I'm like, I can handle Miami. And then, the 19th pick come and they pick me. And then you fly out the next day and you get there. I'm with my mom and dad, and I'm just looking around like, this is why they asking me.
Yeah.
Because I know what's going on.
Yeah.
You see all these beautiful women, all these beautiful people, everybody just having great time.
Great time.
You know what I mean? This is all party everywhere
party.
you go. So I was like, okay, this is why they asked me that. But just surviving there is just knowing that, it's a getaway. You can get away from it.
Right.
You don't have to be on the beach. I live downtown. Also lived in Coconut Grove. It was plenty of stuff to do.
Yeah.
In those areas. And, luckily I survived.
You survived it.
Yeah, I survived.
Came out clean.
Yeah. And then I meet Mia 2 years after, being drafted. So it worked out perfect. I had my 2 years to kind of explore and have a good time.
God bless you, Mia. God bless you, beautiful young lady. Amazing, my sister.
Yeah.
I love Mia, man.
Yeah,
let's get to that. Let's dive into that because they say every successful man needs a strong woman besides them, in front of them, behind them, on all levels. And nigga, you got one on steroids.
A full court presser.
You got a wife, a woman that is that, embodies that completely, but beyond what people can even fathom. You know what I mean? Like Mia is always, of course, she's a beautiful young woman. Of course, that's just what you see just from afar coming in. But you don't get to see how intelligent, how like smart, savvy, understanding, accepting. Like she just embodies a lot of shit, and then also like motivating, inspiring,
heck yeah,
giving you the room to do like. Talk to us about marriage and how marriage and meeting Mia and like that. How did that change or how did that add value to your life?
Yeah, well, first off, she put me through the ringer. She put me through the ringer to even get to the point of even dating or talking in the beginning. You know what I mean? And I always laugh about when I first got back because after we won the championship, we had the parade. I was so thirsty to get back and just meet her.
Yeah.
Well, I left everything. They were still partying, having a good time. I was out. I was like,
I gotta go get that.
I gotta go see what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she worked me. I took her to Costco and Domino's on the first day we finally see each other. So she ran it up on me at Costco. Costco and Domino's got me right. But man, just having babies. Just having somebody that's a real backbone, like you said, understanding, been, a child star way before I even, thought about being an NBA player. So she's been in that light. She understands what it is, being a celebrity, being somebody that people think that's important, just regular, normal people. But man, just how she has gotten my business in order as far as financially, business, with different companies, my analyst work. Yeah. She's been a coach. She's been a mentor. She's been a business partner. She's all these different things. She's my CFO basically for the family. She's a CFO and I just trust her with everything. I know I could go to her and ask her questions. She's gonna give it to me honest. She's gonna shoot
Right.
it to me like Michelle.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
She's her mama. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Just
And she is her mom, and
for
Michelle
real.
is the real deal as well. And she's done a great job. And Darryl as well, her dad.
One of the coolest niggas.
Yeah, facts. With molding her and making sure that, you know, she was ready for the real world. And she's just passed off so much advice to me to help me continue to be successful.
Right. And I that shit is just amazing, man, because there could be women with insecurities
Yeah.
that you have to have a certain amount of security and self-confidence to just even be with the NBA player.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The road, being here, it just like your insecurities could start playing with you.
Yep.
Like, what's he doing right now? Or this and that. And it takes a special kind of person to be able to be with the NBA player and like be in a healthy relationship.
Yes, for sure.
Like you could fake it all you could fake it or try to do this or yeah, I'm good. But y'all have a healthy relationship, a healthy marriage with two beautiful young men.
Yep.
And Mia, I don't think there's a room she can't be in.
Oh no, she could go in any room.
She could go in any room. So that's such a bomb advantage to have as a husband to know like, okay, or when you went overseas, playing overseas, being able to like, I know I got a solid one.
Yep.
That I don't have to be worried or waste energy on certain thoughts or certain
just
things.
dumb stuff. Yeah. Heck yeah. It's so important to have somebody that you can, that has your back. And if it's fake, it's not going to last.
Right.
You know, we've been together for 17 years, married for 10. You know what I mean? Not in my wildest dream ever. I thought, you know, I'd be married and, you know, and just in this long relationship because, you know, I was straight out of high school.
Straight out of high school.
I used to be me. You know, I ain't had no girlfriends in high school. You know, I used to, I was a ladies' man in my opinion. You know, I want to go over here. I'm going to do me.
Yeah, I ain't tied down.
Yeah, I ain't tied down. So,
I'm a star.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'll be right. So, you know, me even imagining me being married and having this family, you know, I just never saw it. I saw it with my mom and dad, but and I wanted that for sure, but I just didn't know, you know, it's going to happen like that. So, yeah, Mia has been amazing for not only myself, but our kids and just my career.
Yeah. And I love what you guys are doing or how you guys are raising your children.
Yeah.
Right. Because I wanted to talk about the difficulties or maybe the nervousness of having your child follow your footsteps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, look how amazing like Bron playing with LeBron.
Dope.
I don't know if people really understand like how big that is.
No, they not. They don't understand. They don't get it.
Like what?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. And like, I don't even like when I first heard about it, I was just like, just the thought of it. Cause remember they were just talking about it.
Yeah.
They were just like, dang, it might be a possibility that Bron does it. And then the Lakers picked up Bronny. And I was like, this is some unheard of stuff, but we can nitpick and always find something wrong or he didn't earn this and this and that. Instead of just looking at it like, take it for what it's worth. Like, dude, this is one of the greatest basketball players to ever live.
Done so much for the game.
Done so much for the game. Getting to play with his son in the NBA on the same team as his son is just not even 2 years out of heart surgery.
Crazy. It's amazing, man, because, you know, at the end of the day, you want your son to be great. You want them to be successful. But at the end of the day, you need to know what they want.
Right.
You know, and that's what I am with my son. I want to know what you want to be. So if you want to be an NBA player, we're going to work like an NBA player. We're going to put you in the right position to be successful. And that's what Bron has done. You know, Bronny has expressed how he wanted to be an NBA player. He said it in interviews. We all knew.
Yeah.
And Bron did it, what he had to do to make him be successful. And then when the time came to get drafted, he was good enough to be drafted. And a lot of people, you know, look at his stats and all that. But if you're a real basketball head, you can see it.
The IQ, the understanding of the game. I'm like, I don't even get into those arguments with people no more. It's just like, okay, you see it how you see it. You'll understand. You'll get it in the end. Yeah. Bronny is smart.
He's smart. He's a smaller version of his dad, in my opinion. He's athletic. He's strong. He's fast. He's a great playmaker. He has a high IQ of the game. And he competes at a high level. Right. You know, it's just like his father. He's just not 6'8". Right. You know what I mean? Exactly. Much better shooter than LeBron as well. So I'm so excited to see just that whole dynamic. You know, it's gonna be ups and downs for him. And
of course.
It's gonna be learning. you know, he's gonna have to learn. He's gonna have to go to the G League and get better. So I just want to see his process and his journey. So
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
excited about that.
Because it's gonna be a journey.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, I don't care who you are, going into any professional field. And we could not even talk in sports. Any profession, it's a journey.
Yeah, it's a journey, and
You got to learn. You have ups, downs, and it's about how you gather yourself and how you get back up.
Yep.
And I think with Bronny and your son, like, this is where I was going with it, is that their exposure as babies, as children, to the big lights, to being around basketball players, celebrities, it's given them like a foundation and a platform where the moment's not too big for them.
Yes, exactly.
You know, like, where they can be. Devin's always been Devin.
Yeah.
Like, he ain't never paused on being himself. He's been completely in this environment, Devin is him. And I've gotten to see him play basketball. And now I'm seeing the aggression, like, because remember, as a baby, Dev was aggressive.
Heck yeah, baby Hurricane. That's what Hurricane D.
Hurricane D. Like, Dev was aggressive.
Yes, he was.
And so, like, for like his basketball career, he's gone into like learning the game or whatever. But I think, like, now at this moment, he's learned the game so much and understanding that he's getting to enjoy the basketball of it. Like, I think before he was just like playing basketball, trying to get good, trying to do this. Now he's enjoying the fucking moment.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think he spent so much time with fitting in. One thing I can say about Devs, he been playing AAU basketball since 8 years old. He's always been on the best team. You know, his team was the #1 team in the whole country at 8U.
Right.
Go to the Nationals, losing the championship. So all the way up until this moment, he's always played on great teams. So and he's played with great players. You know, the #1 player in the country, Brandon McCoy, Tyron Stokes. Brandon is 2.
Is at St. John?
Yeah, he's at Bosco. Okay, he's #2. Tyron Stokes is #1. He's played with these guys. Taj Ariza, he's #3.
Taj is #3?
Yeah, he's #3. So, yeah, and these are
all his boys.
These all his boys. A lot of these dudes played on my AAU team as well, hometown favorites. So,
hometown favorites.
Yeah, so I think he's always been a guy where I'm going to fit in. I'm going to be the glue. I'm going to be the guy that does the things that these dudes don't want to do.
Exactly.
And now he's getting to that point where, like, oh, damn, I'm working on my game just as much as these dudes. Let me go and show what I can do. So we just continue to try to unlock that aggressiveness. Yeah. I love that you said that. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Hurricane D, man.
Because it's there.
Yeah, it's there.
I know D. I know you. I've seen you as a baby nigga. You was fucking shit up.
He was.
And so you had just posted, you just posted like some a clip of that, and the shit that made me so happy was him celebrating like I was like, yes, this is the next level. This is it right here, because he's already strong, strong as a motherfucker.
Man, he weighed 190, 190. He's 16,
That's
6'3",
crazy.
190. I was 20. Trying to get to 190. I couldn't believe it.
Your NBA series.
Yes. I'm like, dude, I'm drinking extra Gatorade, so when I get on the scale, when we do weight and body fat, I can hit this dude 190. And I'm like, dude, do you understand? Like, I wish I was as strong as you.
Wish. And I see, like, because I've seen baby pictures of, like, Dev looks like his grandfather. Like,
Facts.
Like just and Pops is solid.
Yes, he is.
Solid dude. So he's got the height. He's got the solid. And I was like, oh, Dev is like the size where he could have done anything.
Yes, I agree.
He could have done anything. He could have picked baseball. He could have picked football and been a monster.
Yep.
But he chose basketball. You know what I mean? And I like that because you play baseball also.
Yeah, I play baseball as well.
And Pops wanted you to play baseball, or he wanted you to play basketball?
He wanted me to be a baseball player.
And you chose
basketball.
And was that a fight? Or
yeah, yeah, it was. So it's just crazy because a lot of people know my story, but they don't know in detail.
Right.
Like, I remember being in a lead and coming back home and dudes just don't even know. Like, yo, you still playing baseball? It's like, no, I just finished my second year in the NBA. You don't know that? So, I born and raised to play baseball. Rex batting cage across the street from Southwest College.
Right.
That's down the street from the crib. I used to be there. I used to train at Holly Park with my coach, Randy Odoms, or my dad, or we'd be in the backyard doing stuff. So I was being groomed and trained to be a baseball player, and I played all the way to my senior year. I was all area. You know, I was one of the best players in the whole South Bay. And a scout came to my game, and he was like, yo, you're getting a lot better in basketball. It's time for you to put all your eggs in one basket. What is it going to be?
What you going to be great at?
Right there on the spot, I was like, I'm playing basketball. And I remember telling my mom and dad, and they was pissed. Like, first off, you don't make no decisions without us around.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And, you know, I think my dad really wanted me to play just because of the longevity
of it.
You know, the contracts. There's so much that come with baseball that he saw me being. And I was getting taller, and baseball was just getting boring to me. Right. I wanted to hoop.
Yeah, exactly.
It was fun.
It's high pace. It's this and that. The glitz and glamour with it too. You know what I mean? Like at that time, basketball it still is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like baseball is starting to get the litness behind it. Like it's starting to get lit, like the Mookies. You know what I mean? Like and it's like, okay, I see it. But even D Jack was a baseball player.
Yeah, D Jack, he played with me at Holly Park. Richard Sherman, Marcus Williams.
And I think D Jack, he may have turned down a contract.
Probably.
I think
because he was cold in center field.
Dude, I think he turned down a contract. And look at this receiver nigga playing center field.
Crazy. Covering all kind of ground. Yeah, we played Poly my senior year when D Jack was out there. But, you know, D Jack I've been knowing since a kid, playing at Holly Park, playing at Inglewood. So it's just crazy. All the dudes that came out of Holly Park, nobody played baseball.
Right.
Guys either played basketball or football.
They went after what they deemed to be. Baseball might have been safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Baseball might have been the safe business decision.
For sure.
But you guys chose what you were passionate about, which I think is the reason for the success.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I think you guys could have made it in baseball, and you did it, but with it not being that passion there, you wouldn't have put in that grind that you put in.
Right.
D-Jack in football, you in basketball. Your father being that way with you on your decision, is that what is impacting you as a father with your boys' decisions?
Oh, yeah, for
sure. Like, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to let them go their way and not try. Like, yeah, I'm going to give you some influence here and there, but I'm not going to tell you this is what you, because Dash, I'm mad. Like me, like I'm
hey man,
I be all Dash ass like, nigga, come play football. And he'll come out and give me one day.
Yeah.
Ball the fuck out.
And I'm cool.
And then be like, nah, I don't like
it. Hey, listen, I remember Mia sending me the video.
Oh, man.
And I'm looking, I'm like, which one is that? She like kind of circled him.
Yeah.
And he had the helmet and the shoulder pads on. I was like, oh, damn, on day one? They gave him everything.
Everything.
Yeah, he different, man. He reminds me so much of DeLon. He's so locked in that like he's stubborn, and if this is what I'm on, nobody changing my mind.
This is it.
You can't change my mind.
And I'm an influential person.
Yeah.
And I'm good with kids. Yeah. Like I'm like Dash is a individual from day one.
Fact.
Where he's on. And the thing is, he did so good out there. They was like, how long he been playing football? I was like, nigga, this is his first day.
First day ever.
This is his first day. It's like, he don't be practicing with you and Xander? Like, no, nigga, like this is, I'm telling you, he jumps off of trucks in the front yard. We play, we do flips. He's not playing football.
Crazy.
And so they were just watching him play football and watching him run. You know, he was tall, taller than all the other kids. It's like, that's a tight end. It's a D-end. Like, I like, nigga, don't put no eggs in this basket.
None.
I was like, let him have fun. Just let him have fun. And just maybe 2% of him will be like, I'll be back tomorrow.
No, for
but
real.
I know he don't like football, but he was doing it because Xander was out there. I was out there coaching, and he was like, okay, I'll do it, whatever. Yeah. And your nephew was out there.
Yep.
Damani.
Damani, yeah.
So all the coaches was like, hey, the kid yesterday.
Where is he at? Where is he at?
I was like, nigga, maybe he's on a hike right now. Maybe he's doing some art.
Right.
Maybe he's doing some writing a script.
Facts.
Nigga, you don't know what Dash. Nigga, it's so funny the difference between it, but I'm so happy that you're not pressuring him to do something that is out of what he wants to do. Because that's like breaking they will, you know, like
yeah, heck yeah, man.
And Dash, and this is a crazy story. I took Dash and Xander to a USC football game. They like maybe 6.
Yep,
six
I remember
or 7. And those two get together and they just like they the whole world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they are the whole world. They are locked in with each other, and that's what it is. Like, okay, we walking in the stadium, and these niggas is walking in like they about to go play football. Like the way that they was walking, and like to where like they're walking by, little handsome little boys. People are like turning their heads, looking like, who are these little niggas?
Right, who are these?
I started walking 10 feet back.
Yeah.
I was like, let me see how these niggas is. People were like, what's up? They walking through like,
yeah.
I was like, who are these little dudes?
Yeah.
And they really were like for lack of better words, like showstoppers.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just off their energy, how they were walking. I'm taking pictures of these dudes, just regular ass pictures on my iPhone. Shit looks like it's in a magazine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, these dudes, they just, what they choose, they got it.
Yeah, because they got the swag, the charisma.
They got it.
Yeah, and they're younger siblings as well.
And
you know
that's
how
what I was
go.
going to say.
They're younger siblings because I catch Dash a lot with Devin's lingo, and I'll be like, bro, what? Oh, that's cap. Oh, nah, he crashing out, this and that. I'm like, what?
What?
Like, you go to a Catholic school,
yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Knock it off.
Calm it down, dude.
Oh, that's cap, Dad. You capping. What? I'd be like, dude, please stop listening to your brother, bro.
It's funny the stuff they pick up. And the funny thing is, we would be out front with like the gymnastics bag. This nigga's doing flips.
Oh, yeah. No, he's athletic.
Like a stone cold athlete.
Yeah, he's athletic as heck.
If a coach actually gets him, they really lucky. You know what I mean?
No,
like if
sure.
he ends up having a passion for it, but just off the rip, that little nigga is ridiculous.
Yeah, man. You take his shirt off. He looks
all
ripped. He ripped up. It's like, dude, what? And one thing I love about Dash, like, he comes in there. If I'm watching basketball, it don't matter if it's women's, college, NBA, he gonna come and sit down.
Really?
Devin never did that. He didn't give a damn about watching basketball with me. He'd watch basketball with me, ask questions, imitate things. We go work out with Devin. He's on the sideline. I make Dash do something.
Yeah.
And he'd do it for about 10 minutes. I'm like, all right, you got to do the other hand. So that tells me, one, you engage. Mm-hmm. Two, you want to get better.
Right.
And then three, you don't mind doing something over and over again.
Exactly.
Because if you want to be successful, if you want to be great, you got to be comfortable with doing something over and over again. Even though it's the most boringest thing in the world, you got to be able to do that. And that's something Dash has in him. And I'm taking a totally different approach with him than I did with Devin. I inherited that from my mom and dad, calling my kids everybody name what they name. All these D's. Yeah. So
Dash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking.
Yeah.
Get your ass
over here. But yeah, that's the one thing I've noticed, and I'm just gonna take a different approach. Have fun with it, love it. And then when you really ready to be serious, then I'm gonna put my hands on you and get you right. And get you to where you need to be.
Right. And that's a good point though with the younger sibling, because they get to watch.
Yes.
They get to watch. And watching and picking stuff apart and looking like, okay, this is what I would do different. This is what, and then they be having a little input. Shut your ass up.
Yeah, please. Knock it off.
So that brings us to like, how do you, because you're coaching Dev, right?
Yeah. Well, I last year was my last year coaching them, and then this year I'll coach them again.
Okay. How do you balance out the dad hat and the coach's hat? Because I fucked that up big time.
Yeah.
And that was just for 6U football.
It's silent in that car on the way home. Yeah. Hey,
now,
man,
why did you do?
You're right.
But how did you have to learn a lesson?
Ain't no have to. I'm still. Okay. It's still. Because not only am I the coach, I'm the trainer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm the pro. I'm the trainer. I'm your coach. I'm your dad. And I always got to keep telling him all the time, hey, bro, when we on a court, we in between those lines, I'm not your dad no more.
Right.
I'm your coach. So respect me just like you would respect another coach, because you know how it is. And I used to be just like this with my dad. He tell me some, attitude, body language.
Yeah. And that's the shit that killed body language.
Yeah.
Have you run a gas.
Don't even worry. Get on the line. You want to do that? I tell him all the time, you do this, put your palms up to me, get on the line. Shrugging, get on the line. Because I'm not your dad right now. I'm trying to help you become successful. I'm trying to help you get better.
And be coachable.
And be coachable.
Yeah, because that's important.
Yeah, because you play for my high school coach, Reggie Morris. If you act like this and do this to him, yeah, that's my high school coach. That's the whole reason of us, kind of coming back and put him in the right positions, because, man, I want you to be with the guy that helped me, DeLon and Russell.
That's dope.
So it's like, and he not going for none of that. you do any of this, I was the best player. And any of this stuff I did, weird movements, you coming out.
Right.
So I'm just trying to break those bad habits. But be honest with you, it's hard, man, to just really get them to understand that I'm not your dad, I'm your coach, I'm your trainer. And it'll click.
Yeah.
Because it finally clicked for me and my dad. And I think now, as he's going to his 11th grade year, it's finally clicking for him. He's finally understanding. And no, it's not a hassle when I can say, hey, we're about to go to the gym, be ready in an hour. It's not, it's like, okay, bet. He gonna meet me at the car, we gone in an hour. So it's starting to he's starting to get there as far as understanding, like,
good.
My dad is on my team. He's not against me.
Exactly. This is for my own benefit.
Yes.
This is for my benefit. Damn, I didn't even touch on DeLon. I didn't even start talking about DeLon. Like, not that you were parentified with DeLon, but you got to tell him guidance in the NBA. Your younger brother going to the NBA and being able to share trials and tribulations.
Mm-hmm.
And he also got to witness it firsthand also.
Yep.
And I look at DeLon and he's just like the most professional little nigga in the league. Like, he's just professional.
He's going to be able to play 20 years if he wants to, because just a stand-up guy. I'm humble. I am who I am, but I got a fiery to me. You know what I mean? You're not going to talk to me crazy, period. I don't give a damn who you are, coach, anybody.
Right.
That was like, I won't say that was my downfall, because it never became a problem because the type of person I was.
Yeah.
And some coaches like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, damn, okay. My bad or whatever.
You thankful it didn't have to ever get
exactly. So, I kind of like stood up for myself a lot more than I maybe should have. But DeLon is one of those dudes. He going to be able to fit in whatever. Okay, you need me to do this. He going to find the positive in it.
Yeah.
Me, I'll be barking back.
Why am I over here?
Yeah, nah, you got me nah. You ain't, why are we doing it like this? So the one thing about DeLon, he's super professional, like you mentioned. He's understanding. And he's just going to come and do his job. He's going to bring his hard hat every single day, and you know what to expect from him. It's not going to be different every single day.
That's the shit. And I've seen him on different teams.
Yep.
And I have never not seen him perform or act the way he's acted everywhere.
Facts. Everywhere he goes.
Everywhere he goes, it's the same, like, oh, you're going to get this.
Yep.
Like, at this point, there's no question. It's like wherever he's at, he's going to perform. And I try to tell kids, like, we're playing football, whatever, is that people are going to want you around if they can trust you to do what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you got to go out here every night and score 35 points.
Right.
But you may be capable of scoring. This person may be capable of scoring those 35 points, but they don't want him on their team.
Nope. Because it's just
they
baggage.
want DeLon.
Yeah. The professional teams and organizations aren't going to invest in guys that they got to always wonder what they're doing once they leave the gym, or when they get here, what type of person is he going to be? What personality are we getting? You know what I mean? Like, they want guys that's going to be solid.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's no ups and downs, and that's what DeLon is. That's basically what I was in my career. You knew what you was getting from me.
Right.
You're going to get a leader. You're going to get somebody that's going to work hard. You're going to get somebody that's going to challenge the coaches. They're going to challenge the players. You know what I mean? So
and play fucking defense.
Yeah, and play defense. Do what we need, and that's what DeLon is. You know exactly what you're going to get. It's not going to be, oh, man, we got to talk to him this way because he might be mad at something that he don't like. You know?
I need to come at it this angle or this
that's
angle.
Whack to me.
Like, why do I have to come at a weird angle just to talk profession to you?
Man, and that's what used to bother me with coaches.
Yeah.
You would talk to me and say something to me, but we just seen somebody else do the same thing that, probably making a little bit more money, he might be the franchise player, but you don't got that same energy.
Right.
So I used to have a problem with that.
Right.
But I ain't gonna sell nobody out, but like, dang, I seen the same play 3 times ago. Why you didn't say nothing then?
You act like a buster, nigga.
Yeah. But then once I got older, once I became, more, wise.
Yeah.
Coach might be just telling me because he know I can handle it.
Right.
And he want that superstar to hear that. Like,
exactly.
His
picking message is to you, but it's really
for that guy over there. But it took me a while to understand, like, damn, why I feel like you picking on me.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, coaches have those type of tactics where they'll talk to a guy they know that can handle it. So the guy that can't handle it can be like, oh, damn, okay.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, and it took me a while to understand and learn
to get that.
Yep.
So, damn, Pat Riley. Shit. Like you got to be Steve Kerr.
No, I
Did
missed
you do
Steve
Steve
Kerr.
Kerr?
No, I had Mark Jackson and
Still,
Keith
Mark
Smart.
Jackson is
Yeah,
fucking
that was a
nigga.
bar too.
That's like, you got to be around some dope men.
Yes, I did.
Like, I don't want to say who was the most, but who influenced you? Who did
Man.
you see like get the game like lessons like, damn, this motherfucker's on some different shit.
It's so easy. It's so easy. Pat Riley.
Pat Riley.
You know, I watched the Lakers growing up. I watched Showtime, you know, as far as I can go back.
Slicked back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I seen the Armani
And he was cool
suits.
as shit.
Come on, man. Low key, Pat one of us, man.
Man, he one of us.
He one of us, dog.
He at the barbecue for sure.
For sure. He got all the isms. He got all the swag.
Okay.
One of the best things about Pat, he's one of the best motivators. He get anybody to run through a brick wall for him.
Okay.
He gonna put that battery pack in your back, and he gonna make sure you successful. He gonna make sure you're gonna be in the best shape of your life. 2, you're gonna understand and from A to Z what another team does, their tendencies, you're gonna have the best scouting report. And then he's just going to command you to be great every single time you touch that floor.
Commanding greatness.
Yes. And it's nothing below that. You know what I mean? Everything is about the numbers with him.
Right.
Weight and body fat. Just stuff that when you hear around the league, like, y'all do weight and body fat every week? Why?
Yeah.
And you ask them, it's like, because if you're at these numbers, that means you're going to perform at a higher level.
Even if it's just 5% more.
That's it. 5% more might help us win a game one night.
Exactly.
So, yeah, Pat was one of the best, man. Like, and just bringing me under his wing, and we had weekly talks, you know, bring me into his office. I never forget the time he brought me in the office and was like, hey, man, stay off of South Beach. You're underage. You out here with these grown people.
Oh, he's getting word back.
Oh, yeah. Ain't nothing the Godfather don't know. And then you got Mickey Arison. He owned half of South Beach. So they hearing that I'm out, you know, I'm hanging out. So he's like, bro, you need to go to University of Miami and hang out with kids your age. And I'm like, I'm up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my best
I'm
friend.
both spots.
Yeah, my best friend, Jack McLean, he the best player on the team. So I'm at the college party. Oh man, I was doing shit. Oh man, I was living.
Yeah, how you survive that shit?
Man, that shit's crazy. Hey.
Good for you being a solid individual, man. But Pat Riley, that's dope, because being able to have somebody that believes in you. To even give you more belief in yourself, like, man, wait, if this dude, if Pat is saying that, I gotta be the shit. I gotta be special. And that is like, I think, invaluable. People always talk about like the sport itself, like just playing the game. But when you have, this is the importance of men in other men's life, right? Like when you're got a guy around you that is teaching you and guiding you in life outside of basketball, because I saw you transition in basketball to different, what they call that, different duties, different job titles, different, and then you became just a fucking ice cold 3-point shooter, like deadly, like a lethal shooter. And I was like, damn, I never saw this for him.
Right. Me either.
Like, this was never I never thought D was gonna be the lights out shooter, like, don't leave that nigga open.
Right. Are you in trouble?
You in trouble. Don't leave that nigga open.
Yeah.
And that's something that transitions outside of basketball. Being able to adapt and evolve and grow as a man in your physical form, in your mental form, spiritual or whatever. And I've seen you transitioning to different, like, I can't tell you how proud I was of you doing your analyst thing. Like,
appreciate
and me just telling Ayana, like, no, like, it's not just that he's better than everybody.
Yeah.
He has a connection to this generation that these other people don't. He has a way of looking and talking about things that these other older people don't have.
For sure.
And did you notice that?
Well, yeah, I always notice my value.
Okay.
You know, the one thing that people always, and this is why I get hired for things. This is why I'm a consultant for different companies, because of my Rolodex of friends I have. You know, people see me with D Wade, then you might see me here with this person, and people notice that stuff. So, like you said, I came up in I want to say I came up in an era, but I played in the era above me.
Above you.
You know what I mean? With Shaq and, you know, the GPs.
Yeah.
So I know all these OGs because they were my teammates. You know, they were my peers at one point. And then my class of D Wade, LeBron, and then my brother keeping me relevant in his class. So I'm like I could touch all three of the eras, you know, above me, in the middle, and below me.
That shit is
And
so valuable. Like
yeah,
I saw that shit, I was like, oh, I was excited, man. I was
yeah,
proud. And see, because guess what? I was nervous. You know what I mean? I was nervous, like, damn, I just want, when you want somebody to do so good,
yes, I agree.
you just be like,
Yeah,
like it is
hope
like,
you kill it.
yeah, hope you kill it. You know what I mean? And you did.
Yeah.
And so it's like just like a proud moment for me, like, oh yeah, he good.
Mm-hmm.
And being able to be around Steph,
Yep.
these guys, the Splash Brothers, and not being around, being a part of it.
Yeah, I was their vets.
You know what I
They
mean?
were looking up to me at one point.
Like, oh shoot, this dude is like when it's all said and done, he's gonna be able to go wherever he wants.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Man, that's a great question, and that's something I'm still trying to identify. I've always been into the giving back. I've always been into helping.
Yeah.
So I want to do things that help. I've been doing some manufacturing stuff. So people with clothing lines and brands, it's so hard to identify who can bring it to life. And, I kind of help people. Hey, I can help you. I can print this. I can share blanks with you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then with the brand strategy stuff, how can I help you elevate your game?
Right.
How can I help you get in the rooms that you probably never been into? Another thing, I get an opportunity. I get a lot of tech deals. I get a lot of deals that most people don't get.
Being up in the Bay.
Being in the Bay.
Like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that shit.
Yeah, so I get my hands on so much stuff. I get people reaching out to me. And I used to always tell people back in the day, they call me like, yo, you think you could get this to Steph? You think you get this to D-Wade? And be like, yo, pump your brakes.
Yeah.
First off, I got to believe in it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not about to sell something I don't.
Because at some point, I'm going to retire. I might be in some type of field, and I'm going to need them.
Right.
I'm going to have to break the glass and reach out to Steph like, yo, I need you to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, calling it in.
Yeah, and it's not going to be like, oh, here go D. Wright calling me with some BS. You know what I mean? So I always made sure I protect my relationships. And with people that used to come to me with these ideas or this business plan, I used to have to believe in it before I even pass it on. And me knowing and understanding my friends, I'd be like, yeah, he's not messing with that. He's
not fucking with that.
Yes, don't even waste your time. He's not even into that.
Right.
So like that's kind of how, a lot of people value my relationship and who I am, because they know I'm not wasting nobody's time.
Yeah, because they know when they get that call, it's real.
Something. No,
it's
fact.
like, oh, no, I know D's not calling for no BS.
Yeah.
This ain't no BS favorite. Like, I got an opportunity for you, bro.
Yep.
Like, it's a bomb opportunity.
Yeah, put some money in your pocket. It's going to help you or your family if you're not messing with it. And they know I'm not taking nothing personal. You say no, you ain't messing with it. It's all good. I don't give a damn. We moving on to the next one.
Right.
So I think that's another value that I bring is like, I'm not wasting nobody's time. If we're going to do something, it's going to make sense and you're going to benefit from it.
Right. Exactly. It's that, and you were talking about a business that you were talking about earlier about the transitioning from active NBA player to retirement and how to navigate that, which can be, I would say, has to be something difficult from this high pace to a complete like slow, relaxed, slow down.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to be, is this what you want to do? Is this what you want to do? Before we get into your business and how you help, how did you navigate that? Like, were you like, you know what? I think it's time.
You know what? When you talking about as far as retirement?
Yeah.
Well, for me, I was playing in Europe. My kids were getting older. I knew I wanted to be there for high school. So I think I retired when Deb was a 7th grader.
Okay.
So I knew high school was down the street. I knew I wanted to be present.
Right.
My mom and dad, especially my dad, he was present. He was there.
Right.
He came to practices. He came to games. You know what I mean?
Right.
He drove me to these places.
Present. There's a dude named Keem. He's got a brand called Dedicated.
Oh, that's fire.
Dedicated. And one of his things is like present, not perfect.
I like that.
Present, not perfect. Dedicated. His name's Keem. He's with TDE, Schoolboy Q manager or whatever. But I love that you brought up the retirement was I wanted to be present.
Yeah, I wanted to be present. So, I was dealing with a few injuries. I didn't want to go. My last gig in Europe, I didn't want to go. I was waiting for a great deal. I just came off a great year, too. I made a lot of money, and I was a 6th man of the year.
Yeah.
But I got hurt, so I couldn't play in the playoffs. So, in Europe, they pay attention to all that stuff. Like, oh, it might be something wrong with them. Yeah,
exactly.
And it was. And it took me forever that summer to kind of recover and get back on my feet. I'm getting older. I had just finished my 15th season, being a professional athlete. And that's
it's a
long time. So that last year, I finally got a deal that I liked. And I went over there. I got hurt because I was catching up. I got there late.
Yeah.
Was catching up. Ended up getting hurt. Couldn't bounce back how I wanted to. And I was like, yo, it's over.
Right.
And I was okay with that too, because before I even went, I was like, man, this is probably gonna be my last year.
Exactly.
And then this happened, and then I was like, okay, it made my decision even better.
Right.
I love the game, but it's not like, well, I'm just gonna miss it and this and that. I'm ready for the next phase. So when I retired, that's why I was hurt and I couldn't recover the same way, and I knew it was time to get into something else.
Because everything was also lining up time-wise, like you said, Dev, this and that. Like, okay, sometimes God timing is the best timing.
No, for real.
Not even
man.
sometimes, all the time.
Yeah.
God's time is the best time. You think you have something planned out, but then it occurs how it occurs.
No, definitely. And then getting into just broadcasting and being an analyst, that just was knowing relationships.
Yeah.
Knowing people. After I retired, the summer came and then COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I put a funny video up and somebody had some liking to it. I did like a little podcast with the Players Tribune. It was called the Text Message Talk Show.
Really?
So yeah.
I do. Yeah.
It was super innovative. It was different, where I had these conversations. So I had Shaq, D-Wade, KD, Udonis, Q Rich, and D Miles. I had a great, but they wasn't promoting it the way I think they should have. But it opened up, the next phase. So I get a call from Bob Myers. I'm like, okay, what up, Bob?
What up, Big Bob?
Yeah. Bob was my agent before he became the GM of the Warriors.
Oh, man. That motherfucker is the man, dude.
Yeah. So when he called me, I'm like, you want me to come back?
Yeah. Oh, shit. We trying to
You need me to come back? So I'm like, what up, Bob? Like,
you start stretching your leg. I'm like, what? I feel
do work. I'm like, man, the Warriors is cracking. I'm like,
hey,
what does Bob want?
I can get another one.
Yeah. What does Bob want? Bob like, hey, man, NBC Sports is looking for somebody that's living locally, and they need a sports analyst. You got any interest? And right there on the spot, I was like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I go run, tell me, yeah, Bob just called me, asked me if I want to be a analyst. She was like, what'd you say? I said, yeah. And then I thought about it, like a few days went by. I said, what the hell was I thinking? I said, I don't want to be no damn sports analyst. Like, I don't like.
You start thinking about the big picture.
Yeah,
what it entails.
Like, you got to do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I agreed to, but now I got to do it. So it was definitely nerve wracking for me. But just the fact that I had this relationship with Bob, he used to be my agent. He became the GM. And first person that came in mind was me, somebody that fit the description of what they were looking for. So I was definitely blessed to get that opportunity. Most people don't get that opportunity.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean? So now I'm at that point where I'm trying to find things that I want to do that, I never got an opportunity to do because I retired and then went right into TV.
Right. And that's also like, damn, like that opportunity jumped immediately.
Yeah.
It did. I'm thinking about it like the timeline. It was like, all right, I'm done here. And it was like, oh, niggas popping again.
Yep. It was crazy how it happened. Everybody like, oh, how you get on? Like, Bob called me and I was local and that's how it happened.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, okay, now let's talk about the business that you are helping brothers.
Yeah, so the company is called Rebrand, and the founder CEO is Chris Bernard.
Okay.
So Chris Bernard, I had a relationship with. He's the one that gave me my show at the Players Tribune. He was basically the person giving out shows at the Players Tribune. He was in charge of the talent. And after I had my show, I also was a consultant for the Players Tribune for a few months.
Okay.
And when he branched off from the Players Tribune and started his own brand, he thought of me. Somebody that could come in with a bunch of relationships that can help their brand, get to the next level. It's super early. We just launched at Draft. So we had our launch party at Draft, and been working with the brand for 2 months, and we're starting to sign guys. And how that happened was just me being a solid dude, knowing
back
people.
To what we said. You said in the very fucking beginning, solid and being about your word.
Yep. So that's how it came about, and I've been doing great things with them, and they're also helping me as well. So not only am I helping them get guys, they're actually helping me bring some things to life. So I don't know if people know I'm a big golfer now. So,
I know.
Yeah. I'm out there all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, I got a tee time at 120 today. So
like, where did that start? Like, because golf is not just something you're good at.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
You got to work hard to get good at golf.
Yeah, you do. So what's funny, and it's all a part of the mission. So how I learned even how to hold a club, the interlock, all this is from Washington. When I went to Washington Prep, our PE teacher, to have fun, he'd bring clubs out there and some wiffle ball. So he showed us how to hold a club, and we'd be out there. I didn't know much, so I knew that. I knew how to hold a club. My baseball background, hand and eye coordination.
Oh,
so that translates.
Yeah.
Then my competitiveness, that translates.
The hip,
all that.
Oh shit.
And then my work ethic, that translates. And then just going out there and being creative. So just going to the range, playing rounds, just not being scared of failure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of how that happened. And now what I'm working on with Dwayne Wade and Rebrand is my own brand, Ace. Okay. So Ace will be a golf brand. It'll be members only. And what members only mean, I want to get guys that's in the industry or business people to help me fund programs for kids at Chester, Washington to learn how to play the game of golf.
Let's go.
Get lessons, pay for training, pay for equipment and all that. So that's what I'll be launching at Art Basel in 2 months, man, is my next brand.
Dude, what? You know Ayana's dad, Brockman Gallery, won Art Basel last year.
Yes, I just found that out from Chris. I just found that out. He just told us this at we're at Cat's Wedding in the Bay.
Oh yeah.
And he told me this. Like he had one of the best paintings or did something that was crazy. So that's amazing.
Obama bought that print.
Oh wow.
Right
I didn't
there.
even notice that.
And sent the letter for Chris Paul and gave it to Chris Paul for some gift. I don't know what the gift was, birthday party or something.
Okay.
Dell is 80.
That's killer.
Rocking right now.
Oh yeah, see, I love that.
Rocking right now. So, this is like just how things just intertwine and they come back around.
Mm-hmm.
And congratulations and
Thank
good
you.
luck on the Art Basel. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I might go to Art Basel this year.
Man, pull up.
Because now I'm in full time doing this.
Yeah.
I don't got to clock in nowhere.
There you
You
go.
know what I mean? I don't think I've ever had the kind of freedom that I'm about to have right now.
That's
where
amazing.
I can get to experience things and like, I've never been the person where somebody could hit up and be like, hey, Jay, we doing this.
You just drop and go.
Go.
Yeah.
I've never been able to do that because I've never bet on myself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I've always been working and doing things for everybody else, which has allowed me a certain amount of success.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where I could raise my family and be a present father.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And provide opportunities for my kids and be with my wife. But now I'm like, I've done that, but now it's time. I see beyond it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And there's opportunities here for everybody. And it's a big world.
Yeah, it is, man. And you're going to do great, dude, because I do so much stuff. You know, I do brands. You know, I start stuff all the time. And the only way I'm able to do that is because I have free time.
Free.
You know, the fact
Freedom.
the fact that I work at night, you know, when it's the NBA season,
Yeah.
you know, it allows me, I'm locked in on YouTube all the time.
Okay.
I'm locked in with ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I'm locked in with all these different things and just getting knowledge.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's so much information out there and you got to get the right information, but you will find yourself doing so much research and being you're going to be way more successful with more time because now you're able to spend a day to, you know, learn about this,
Yes,
learn about that, and you will see like, damn, I should have been betting on myself long time ago.
Because because in manufacturing production where I was at, it's literally 10 hours a day.
Yeah, for sure.
10, 11. Now you think like, okay, you get to spend that 10, 11 on yourself,
craft.
on your craft and what you want to build. Like after this, I'm going to my boy Manny's. He's a chef, but he's doing his little YouTube channel. He wants me to film, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I want to do it for you also. Like, that's my brother. I want to help you. But it's also like, nigga, I'm adding tools to my bag.
That's it.
I'm adding tools to my
Ain't
bag.
nothing you can't do. Ain't nothing you can't do. And I think that's more valuable. And that's kind of what handicapped me early on. And one thing I respect about Mia, when she got busy, it was like, all right, you got to figure shit out on your own. So now it's like, I don't even got to depend on her.
Is she still the president?
No, she stepped down,
okay.
But you know, she's still working. She's doing the politics. She's doing all kind of amazing things. Oh my God. But yeah, she's still on the board for the NBA Wives.
Okay.
Yep.
Dude, you guys are like, so you know what they call them, power couples?
Yeah.
You guys are under the radar power couple.
Yeah, I like that.
You know what I mean? Like you're under, which allows you freedom.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like it's a great place to be. Like you guys know y'all got all this shit cracking, all this going on, but you're not hindered by obstacles of people like bombarding you with this and that. Like you guys still can, maybe after this little ass show.
Yeah, it's in a little, we're going to get it cracking. You want to know what's crazy? You know, Mia, when we was just thinking about media, she was like, you should do a podcast with Jason. I was like, yeah, I love Jason. He's hilarious. He's my type of guy. But you know, when you got so much stuff going on, I was in the Bay. You don't even you just have conversations about things. But yeah, man, I think the best thing about us is the fact that we can pick and choose what we want to do. It's not like, oh, we got to do this. No matter if it's a bag attached to it or not, we basically get to pick the things that we want to be involved in.
Right.
And that's always, you know, a great feeling.
Like I'm not even joking. I could see Mia. I don't know if she wants to or if that's even a dream of hers. I could see Mia being mayor, Congress. Like I could see her being like really in those fields.
Yes.
And thriving.
For sure. She's going to be a boss. Like, a boss. Yeah. She's going to make sure everybody in line and everything is running the way it should be. So I could see that as well.
Because she keeps her virtues about her.
Yeah.
Right? Like her values and virtues. Like just she could be with these people. And then come right over here, be with these people.
Yep.
And be around both groups, 3 groups at the same time, and still
be
each
her.
group recognizes her as being her.
Yep.
Like she ain't changed up, shifted nothing.
None of that.
So that's powerful in itself. Oh man. Shout out me. I love that girl, man.
She's the best.
Let's talk about Ace.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about that because golfing is Chris, we was talking about Chris. Chris had bought me a hat and it was like a black golfing company.
Was it Trap Golf?
I don't know if it's got a brother.
Eastside Golf.
Eastside Golf.
Eastside
Golf.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And that like just triggered something in me. I was like, damn, it's a whole industry that's not only wide open, but is waiting for us.
Waiting. I couldn't believe, like I said, I grew up in 100, so I played at Holly Park. We used to jump the fence to Chester, Washington, to the golf range, steal all the balls, jump back over the fence, get our bat, and hit the balls back.
Is that the one right off the freeway? It's close to the...
Yeah, it's like
oh
Gardena. Yeah, right there.
Okay, I know
so
what you're
Chester, Washington, if you go there, one of the most beautiful golf courses in the city.
Right.
You don't even notice unless you golf.
It's in the cut.
Yeah, it's in the cut. So when I go golf now and I'm up there, the people that work there I either went to school with. I see my coaches. I see kids that I went to school and played with in sports, their parents. So I see all these people. So it's like community. So when I'm there, I see some kids, but I don't see enough kids.
Right.
So that's why when I thought about doing Ace, it came during the pandemic, and I was playing poker with D Wade and UD. We had some website you could play poker, and then we had the Zoom fired up. So
you're playing poker and it's live or streaming?
No. So I think I was on an iPad for Zoom or my phone for Zoom, and then I was on a computer playing poker.
Oh, okay.
So we're playing poker, but we also, talking like we're in a room. So I come in there the first time we play. I got on the golf gear and this and that. They look, what the fuck you got all that golf shit on? I was like, I'm starting a golf brand. They was like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm starting a golf brand. So it's 2020. I tell these dudes this. It was like, okay. And just brush it off. And it's like, dude, every time I go buy golf clothes, is really built for older white man. There's nothing for my tall 6'8" self. Everything is flooding, is baggy, don't fit right. So I was like, I'm starting a brand. Then I came up with the terminology, the name Ace, because a hole in one.
Hole in one.
That's the most excellent thing you can do. Tennis, when you serving, ace. So I'm like, what brings excellence? This Ace brings excellence. I finally got my first hole in one probably almost a year ago at Chester, Washington.
Right.
So it's like, now I'm a member only. And then instead of doing clothes, I was like, man, let's do something where we're involving the kids. Let's raise money and by selling the clothes and accessories, but let's do it on a subscription basis.
Right.
Where a guy is paying, let's say, $1,000 a month. 40% of that money is going to go to the kids, and the rest will go to, hey, we're going to send you polos. We're going to send you tees.
A hat.
A hat. So you don't got to go to the store. If you're a businessman, most people that play golf are businessmen.
Yeah.
They're working. They're tied up. They don't have time to go to Roger Dunn.
They get the Ace package.
They get the Ace package every month on their doorstep. So when they go golf, they ain't got to worry about what I'm wearing or I need a new shirt or none of that stuff. So I'm trying to find a way where I can make it easy for business people and golfers, and also giving back to the youth.
And then depending on the membership that they pay, Is there going to be different packages,
Yep,
like a
it's gonna be
smaller
levels.
package, a bigger? Okay,
It's gonna be
that's
levels.
dope.
So
And look, I'm Ace Boy Rios.
see, I should have brought an Ace hat for you, man. Dang,
You slipping?
Yeah,
man.
I'm slipping. You're right. I'm gonna bring you one, dog.
Hey,
so,
that's so dope, man. Like that, you just staying active, staying busy, and staying creative.
Yep.
Staying creative, but you never ever forget. Like this is something you do. You never forget to tie it back into giving back.
Have to, man, because I wish I had a NBA player or a Major League Baseball player coming back to the park. I had to give some love to Curtis Conway. He did, donate jerseys for us. Inglewood Mohawks, Coach Blue,
Right.
Coached him, so he always gave back. I used to go to Eric Davis camps, and I remember how that made me feel when I went to those camps. Like, damn, I'm rubbing elbows. I'm around, league guys, but these weren't my people.
Right.
You know what
exactly.
I mean? Me, I want to give back to my people that, is in my neighborhood.
In your neighborhood, in your community.
Yeah, so it's going to be amazing, and I'm really looking forward to launching this and doing big things.
That's vicious. So you got Ace, you got Hometown Favorites.
Yep, Hometown Favorites.
Which is also giving back.
Also giving back, man.
Hey, how can you not be successful when you're giving back?
Right.
When the base of it, the foundation of it is like, as long as I'm giving back.
Yep.
That's a success to me.
That's all that matters, man, is making sure when one of these kids that get scholarships from our Wright Legacy program, they,
wait,
let's
just go. Let's just go through the list.
Yeah.
The
Wright Legacy Foundation.
Go through it. Go ahead.
Wright Legacy Foundation, I founded almost, 15 years ago. Been doing scholarships, sending 10 kids to school, not giving them the whole scholarship, but giving them a lot of money that's going to help them, navigate and be ready for college. Hometown Favorites, started as the athletic company to Scrapes and Gravel, the brand I started in 2013.
Scrapes and Gravel is dope,
yeah.
too. Scrapes,
we're just ahead of our time.
Dude, Scrapes and Gravel, I couldn't afford it.
It was ahead of our time.
Yeah,
so,
Is that coming back?
I don't know, because Hometown Favorites is
okay.
The name,
it's so bomb.
Everything, it just means so much more to me. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna be like a mixture of Scrapes and Gravel and Ace, with the cut and sew, the details and the gear and stuff like that. So yeah, those two. I just finished my AAU program. I had Wright Legacy / Hometown Favorites. I'm looking forward to getting back to that once Dash get to that age where they could go out and compete. So yeah, those are kind of like the brands.
Hey man, you're doing your thing.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
What was another big thing that I hope I'm not lying right now, but I thought I saw Westbrook just opened up a school.
Another school,
right?
Russell Westbrook Academy.
Russell Westbrook Academy. Dope.
So fire.
Dope. Because I was just talking to people, and I wasn't like really trying to get on Westbrook, but like he had gave money back to UCLA to like open up gym. I was like, why are we not opening shit for us?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, shut up, nigga. I'm opening the academy, nigga.
Yeah, it's on the way.
It's on the way. Shut up. You ain't inside these rooms behind these closed doors. You don't know what I got planned.
Facts.
And just the endless opportunities of what is in the future for us with young brothers like you.
Yeah.
The rooms that you guys are in, the influence that you have, and talking about giving back.
Yes.
I'm really happy for what is to come because you're keeping the community, you're keeping the kids first.
Yes.
And keep at it, man. You
Thank
know what
you.
I mean? Keep at it for real.
And another stat for the girl dads out there that a lot of people don't know.
Okay.
It's about, I want to say 1,200 scholarships out there for women's golf, and about 400 of those scholarships go to waste because there's not enough girls playing golf.
No way.
So that's something that's really like in the back of my mind, like, yo, we got to get more of our people playing golf, especially the young ladies.
400 that are just going to waste.
Going to waste that they're not using. You know what I mean? Because there's not enough young ladies and women playing golf. So if you're a girl dad out there, hell with that basketball.
Right.
Pick up that tennis racket and that golf club, because there's so many scholarships out there just going to waste.
That's crazy. I did not know that. And I was at USC with my mom one time picking up JJ but there's a young black girl that's like, she's like a power hitter.
Alexis.
Alexis.
Yeah, I just had a call with her.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Dude.
hilarious. She's like the long drive.
Long
hitter.
driver.
Yeah.
And I think there's like a billboard of her, like I think by SC right now or something, but just there's different avenues.
Yeah.
It's not just about this one thing, this and that. Like she's out there killing the ball.
Hitting the ball further than me.
Like okay, it's not just a tee and holes and this and that. There's gonna be, and the thing about us, when we touch something, other things develop, other things are created.
Mm-hmm.
Like this event, this festival, this golf event, this, and so we could bring so many elements to it. So I just want to say big up to you. Big up to you and Mia.
Thank you.
Dev Dash, everything that you and your family are doing. Y'all special, man. And I really appreciate you guys. And you know, I'm 100% behind y'all. Got y'all back. If there's anything you ever need, hit me up. You know what I mean?
No,
I ain't say I got everything, but what I got, you got.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. And congrats to you, man. We're betting on yourself, and I'm looking forward to seeing your journey because I know you're going to be successful. So
thank you, man.
Yes, it's always cool to come on early. So
right. So
I can be like, I'm episode like 5. Where you get to like 237. You're going to be like episode like 237. Like so deep. Right. Hey, man, I remember it was episode 7, dog. Yeah.
I got something I want to talk to you about. You trying to get me? Like,
Oh man.
But thank y'all, man. This is Reality Check with Rios. We got Dorell Wright here. Amazing dude. Y'all heard his story. Please support everything he's got going on. But we out, man.